Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Looney. I hope you're all doing well. And this evening's video is going to be another challenge video that was put out by Chris from Chris's Junkyard Designs. And the challenge is going to be called, I believe it is the Vantastic Challenge, Show Your Vans. So very cool. We'll get straight into it because I've got about 13 or 14 pieces I'm going to show. The biggest problem with this challenge for me was trying to decide what I want to show. As like a lot of us, I have quite a few van castings in my collection, but anyway, the ones I've picked out are very cool. I've shown them a few times before in the past, but I don't think anybody will mind as they are very cool. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get straight into it. And the first one is this really cool one from M2, and it is the 63 Ford Econoline in a lowered stance with these sort of chrome effect, standard looking, almost, well, I suppose it'd be like a steel stamped wheel is what they actually are, but very, very cool. So this is a particular favorite of mine, as you can see, very nicely done. So that is the 63 Ford Econoline. So we get straight on with it because we've got quite a few to get through. Then staying with the Fords, we've got a 1972 Ford Club Wagon from Greenlight, which is really nicely done. And this is actually from, I believe, the original, or this is their version of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or from the original film Texas Chainsaw Massacre, should I say. They've done a really good job. It's got that real weathered sort of, like it's been out in the desert, which it was, driving around deserty dirt track roads for a lot of the film. So they've got that spot on. It has got a blood splatter there from when they threw out one of the people they picked up. If I remember rightly in the film, he slices his hand, and then when his van drives off, he bangs on the side of the van. But it is very nicely done. I'm trying to get a look at the steering wheel. And there you go, there's the back, got Texas plates. So there you go, 1972. So yeah, Ford Club Wagon. So yeah, very cool. So that's piece number 2. And then piece number 3 is going to be a Volkswagen from Majorette. So that's pretty cool. And it has got a sliding door. Very nicely done on the front, as you can see. But I'll see if I can get this to open, because these can be a bit fiddly from time to time. There we go. So you can't see much, it's just an empty shell or empty back end of the van, but still very cool that it has an opening feature. So very nicely done. There you go. So that's number 3. And then number 4, staying with the whole Majorette, we're going to look at another Majorette, and it is the Majorette Renault Traffic. And again with a sliding door on the side. But these are very nicely done indeed. Let's see if we can get this door open. I think this one's got some seats in the back, but this one's a little bit more fiddly. Hang on, 2 seconds. Let's see if I can get it. Can never get this one for some reason. No. 2 seconds. There it is. And this one, you can see it's got some seats in the back, and what looks like, I believe, I just can't get the light right, but it looks like to me it's got seat belts in the back. So that is pretty cool too. So that is the Renault Traffic. And then in with some of my favourites, we'll start off with the first one in the range that I've got, and it is the, I think it's a 75 Chevy van. Now I bought this about 2 years ago, possibly, and the reason I bought it is, well, the vans, I've seen some of these on, I can't remember the YouTube channel anymore, I can't remember the name of the channel, but there was a guy that all he seemed to do was vans, and I seen this type of van. It wasn't this exact one, but it was a couple like this, and I really liked the style. And when I went to look online to try and buy them, they were really expensive. So I ended up coming across this one with this sort of like Aztec-y type pattern on it, and it's actually quite old. It's actually from the 90s. It was still sealed up. There you go, Racing Champions. I think it says 1999, made in something, yeah, 75 van, Chevy van, sorry. But anyway, I got it. I was really happy with it. It is on the packet. I still have the original packet. It does say it's a lowrider for some reason. But anyway, Let's see if we can get this back open. There you go. So there's opening back doors. So that was the first one I got, and I thought it'd be the only one I'd get. Then I ended up coming across this one, which is again from Racing Champions. Now I'm not sure if I'm right, but I think these might be the same. I think these might have been Johnny Lightning originally castings. I've seen somewhere before that these are very similar to Johnny Lightning. I can't remember now if these are castings that Johnny Lightning ended up buying off Racing Champions, or if Racing Champions got them the other way around. I'm not sure, so if you know, leave in the comments. But I know these casts, I'm sure they are very similar. But anyway, this was the second one I got, and again, this one's a little bit more detailed. This one's all chrome on the front. This one is obviously got the painted bow tie, and the lights are done, the indicators, and it has that. It's like an orange sunburst colour, lovely colour. I think it says something sun on the back there. I can't. Eclipse, sun eclipse, something like that. And again, it has the same opening back doors. So very, very cool. So that was the second piece I picked up, and then I ended up getting this one. And when I ordered this, I thought it was the standard one. Now, this was the one I wanted when I first seen it all along. This was the first. This is the one. This usually comes in a dark metallic brown with black and silver wheels and a silver base. And I bought what I thought was that. But when this turned up, it was the chase piece. And they used to be called, I believe that Racing Champions chase pieces are called, or used to be called, Gold Strikes. So this is the Gold Strike version. So when it turned up and I did a bit of research, I was quite shocked because they didn't make many of them. I'm not quite sure, 50, I don't know. There weren't many of them. But the Gold Strike version, rather than it being metallic brown, it's like a dark, or like a light metallic-y browny colour, almost like it's got a lot of gold in it, as you can see. So the colour's different to the standard one. It has these gold and black rims rather than the silver and black, and obviously it has the gold base, and again it has the same opening feature. So there you go, it's got some paneling on the side, but these are just awesome. I really do like them. And you've even got, you can see the center console, you can see the seats have got patination. It looks like it's got an 8-track in it. It's got the indicator switches. They are nice vans. So there's the three of them together. So I ended up not thinking I was going to get any, found one, and ended up with three. And they weren't overly expensive. I think this was the most expensive one. These ones I got a good deal on, but this one ended up, like I said, being the Gold Strike. So anyway, that's them three vans. So I showed them all at once as they are the same piece. Right, the next one is going to be from Hot Wheels, and it's in a bit of a tatty condition. This is one I was going to do a wheel swap on, but I've decided at one point I may do a restoration on this, but it is obviously, I think it's a 77 Dodge van, or 72, I'm not sure, but it is in the Moon Eyes livery. And I don't, do you know what, I may even just do a wheel swap and leave it as it is, because I really do like the livery on this, even though it is a little bit tatty. But there we go, custom 77 Dodge van. So that's the first one. And then I've got another one that's the same casting, but just obviously newer. And this is this was a treasure hunt. I believe it was a treasure hunt, maybe possibly a year, maybe 2 years ago now. I can't remember now. But there's the little treasure hunt logo there. And they did do it in different variations. I think you had different, like kings and queens and jacks and all that different things on the side. I think it's from the Art Cars range. But I quite like this as well. But again, exactly the same van, 77 custom Dodge van. And then I thought I bought out three of them. I didn't. So that's them two. Then we got this one, which again is another Dodge van. This is a rear Asada van, I believe. Let's have a look what year it is. It just says Dodge van. but it is very cool in this awesome purple, metallic purple. And I've been meaning to for a long time to do something with this, but I really do like the way it looks. I think I might just give the interior a bit of decoration at some point and get these wheels swapped out. But this is another casting that I really do like. I think it's a great looking van. So that is that piece. So I'm just going to have a little look how many we've gone through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, another couple to go. So we got this Moon Eyes livery, Hot Wheels, and I believe it is the F100 panel van. A little look. It should say, yeah, 56 Ford, but but very cool nonetheless. And to be honest, I've left it as it is, as I really do like the way it looks. It's very, very cool. It looks like it's got something in the back, but I can't quite see what it is. But anyway, so that's the 56 Ford panel van. And then the next one is going to be another Chevy van from Matchbox. And I think I've shown this not that long ago, but this says, as you can see, Can't Drive 55. And it's got that skull with the Grim Reaper as well. It's like a double picture, which is really cool. So 1 minute it says Grim Reaper, and the next minute is a skull. So that's quite clever. And again, the same on the other side. But this is a Matchbox, and it is from 2006. So it's getting on a bit now. So that is that. And then the last piece I'm going to show is one from Corgi, sorry. Brain switched off. And it is the Charlie's Angels van. And again, this is based on a Chevy van, I believe. Or is it a Ford? I can't remember. I think this is based on the Chevy van. But pretty cool. And like I said, not in too bad a condition, because these Chevy Junior vans, I believe it's the Chevy Junior, yeah, the Juniors, they never were, they were quite, this particular, they were quite cheaply put together with just like a one piece. You basically had a piece of glass casting, the bottom was always plastic, sometimes they were metal, but they didn't fare very well. But this one's in remarkably good condition from something from the 70s. And at least it still has its stickers. And there you go, it just says US van, made in Great Britain, Corgi Juniors. But anyway, so that is my vans. Please check out Chris's channel. I will leave his channel name at the bottom of the screen. Go check him out. Awesome channel. Does some awesome challenge videos now, and he's always showing really cool stuff. He's always managing to find lots and lots of cool stuff to look at. Does some really cool customs. Have a go at the challenge. It's a great way to get involved with the community, as we all know. A bit of free content. But with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos, wheel swaps, customs, challenge videos, and all that good stuff to come in the future. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.